The world of gaming has undergone a radical transformation in recent years. Once dominated by physical copies and consoles that accept physical media, the industry has shifted towards digital distribution and licensing models. Gamers no longer own games in the traditional sense. Instead, they merely possess licenses to access and play them. This transformation has raised complex questions about ownership, control, and the future of gaming itself. The gaming industry's transition from physical to digital distribution has been both swift and profound. With the advent of high-speed internet and digital platforms, gamers now have easy access to a vast library of games. This shift has been driven by several key factors. Convenience. Digital distribution allows gamers to purchase and download games from the comfort of their own home, eliminating the need to visit a physical store or wait for a package to arrive. Accessibility. Gamers can access their digital libraries from multiple devices, such as PCs, consoles, and mobile devices, offering unprecedented flexibility. Instant gratification. Digital downloads and streaming services enable gamers to start playing immediately, eliminating the wait associated with physical copies. Reduced production costs. Game developers benefit from reduced production and distribution costs associated with physical copies, allowing them to allocate more resources to game development, at least in theory. Remember when we were told that this would allow games to cost less as well? I guess that never panned out. As the gaming industry embraced digital distribution, it also introduced licensing models as the primary means of accessing games. These licensing models come in several forms. Digital downloads. Gamers purchase a license to download and play a game, which is stored on their device or a cloud-based server. This doesn't mean you have ownership of a game, only that you are allowed to access the title. Subscription services. Services like Xbox Game Pass and PlayStation Now offer gamers access to a library of games for a monthly fee, but they do not own these games outright. When the subscription ends or lapses, you lose access to everything. Free-to-play and microtransactions. Many games are free to play, generating revenue through in-game microtransactions. Gamers may spend money on virtual items, skins, or other enhancements, but they don't own the core game itself. If your account gets banned because you were being a meanie online, you lose all those expensive skins you paid for. Streaming services. Cloud gaming platforms like Google Stadia, xCloud, and Nvidia GeForce Now allow gamers to stream games without downloading them, further blurring the line between ownership and licensing. Unfortunately, the shift from ownership to licensing has significant implications for consumers. Lack of tangible ownership. Gamers no longer have physical copies of their games, making it impossible to resell or trade them. You may have spent thousands of dollars on your giant Steam library, but it isn't worth a penny because there's no way for you to do anything with those games once you're done with them. Unlike a disc on your shelf, there's no secondary market. You can't even let your friend borrow them. Limited control. With licensing, gamers are subject to the terms and conditions set by publishers and platform holders. This can include restrictions on transferring licenses, digital rights management limitations, and the risk of games being delisted from digital storefronts. If you haven't already, go check out my video on the many reasons why DRM is cringe. Gamers become reliant on digital platforms to maintain access to their games. If a platform shuts down or discontinues support, the games may become inaccessible. Alternatively, a platform could potentially ban you and revoke access to your expensive library. Some games now employ aggressive monetization strategies. such as loot boxes and pay-to-win mechanics, which can negatively impact the overall gaming experience. The shift to digital has raised concerns about the preservation of gaming history. Unlike physical copies, digital games may disappear if not actively preserved by developers or enthusiasts. Many titles may be unknowingly destined to become lost media as a result. We see this firsthand all the time. Old game servers get taken offline routinely, and countless older offline titles have no legal avenue to be acquired through. Consumers will continue to embrace this new paradigm due to its superior convenience, and we're starting to see major titles such as Alan Wake 2 shun a physical release altogether. Sure, there's some pushback to that decision for now, but the vast majority doesn't care, or already own consoles that are digital only, like the Series S or PS5 Digital Edition. By the way, I have to mention this every time I bring up the PS5 Digital Edition. If you bought it over the disc version to save a measly $50, you're insane. Enjoy paying full price for old games on the PlayStation Store you could get for half off in their physical form. At least the Series S is considerably cheaper than the Series X. With the PS5, it just makes zero sense to me, but I digress. As an avid PC gamer, there's pretty much no option anymore for physical anyways, so I'll just have to trust Steam not to become too anti-consumer in the future. So far so good, but hey, you never know. The gaming industry's transition from ownership to licensing models has fundamentally changed how gamers interact with and perceive their games. While licensing offers many conveniences and benefits, it also raises concerns about ownership, control, and the long-term preservation of gaming history. As the industry continues to evolve, it's crucial for gamers, developers, and industry stakeholders alike to work together to address these challenges and ensure that the future of gaming remains vibrant and accessible to all. Ultimately, the balance between ownership and licensing will continue to shape the gaming landscape for years to come. As always, I'd love to hear what you think. Let me know in the comments down below. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. It would mean a lot to me. My goal is to hit 1,000 subscribers, and when I do, I'm going to do a full game room tour you won't want to miss. Until next time, thanks for watching.